Do you think I need to go and paint that yellow BR, bruv?
What you want? Flip mode, baby. What's the rhyme, baby? What you want? Yo, ever since Jimmy cracked corn, rockin' on. Ever since the day I was born. Yes, we get busy whenever we have to perform. Shaking your tushy, making your pussy get warm. Until all you niggas is gone, I be hitting until the morning. Got you caught in my storm. Bounce my niggas, bounce my bitches. With the shit that they really have all you niggas going crazy. Suffer from head rushes while niggas be smoking Dutches. Bitches be getting all in it, ripping their pants clutches. Wiggle their belly buttons. Hey, wait a minute, I wanna get all in it. Long as my shorty with it, you know I'm coming to get it. Doing it till you're making you really wonder who said it. Swelling your melon while you're yelling, I check out the credit. Giving it till you're making you give me back more. Coming through, yes, and we be kicking down your door. Keeping it raw, my nigga. All my bitches right in the front, say it. All my bitches way in the rear, say it. Party is going on over here. Say what? Party is going on over here. Say what? All my niggas right in the front, say it. All my niggas right in the rear.
Oh.
Yo, that's one of them. Was that not fucking you up?
What?
Sounded like he was mad offbeat sometimes and then just slipping back into it, but it wasn't him, it was the actual beat being weird. That was fucking me up.
Yeah, it's sick. I love that beat, man. That's one of my favorite Busta Rhymes tracks. I played it because this is 28 years to this day when that album came out, Extinction Level Event.
I just didn't know if mine was coming through incorrectly or
No,
something.
it was correct. It was just like some mad off-kilter beat, you know what I mean? I just fucking love that track, man. It's called Party is Going On. Over here, Busta Rhymes.
Such a good MC, man. I fucking love Busta.
Yeah, man, he's too good. Episode 109 in that ass.
109 in that ass.
Your boy Amba, it's my main man Themos. Your mom's house. Yo, big up Man and Arctic last week, man. That episode, great feedback. People seem to enjoy that.
It was very, 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 very good. Big up, Man and Arctic, man.
well.
Seriously good guys as well.
Real cool, man. Real cool.
Really good guys.
Yeah.
And to be fair, everybody, Amber's thing, first time attempt, came out pretty well, no?
You know what I mean?
And what I loved about him is when he, at the beginning, when he said, yeah, I'm pretty confident it's going to come out good. And I was like, yes.
I mean, okay.
That's good. That's good that you felt confident like that.
I've obviously used emulsion before. Like I said in the episode, you know, we used to mulsh out our letters, but that's on ground level. It was the pole thing up on a pole, like painting it up high, that I was a bit worried about. But you know, once you get your head around how it works and you've got a steady arm, you can get busy, man. You know what I mean? And
it's so dope when you said, right, I'm going to do my first attempt at a straight line. And you went whip, it slipped.
Yeah.
But the light wasn't very good. You can't really see it.
Yeah.
But that would have been fucking brilliant.
Yeah, just went over the edge.
Some guy left in the comments, you know, you could increase the brightness in post editing.
Yeah, I know. Fuck that guy. Yo, I'm learning here when it comes to editing, and even with the mics and the lapel mics, like the sound wasn't perfect because they wanted their sound changed, and then I was just, mate, it was a big head fuck getting that episode together, but I think I managed it.
Yeah, you did really well. Oh yeah. Something I was laughing about, bro, when I was watching it back.
Yeah.
At the end, when we're sort of like saying goodbye and, you know, bless for coming on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're saying it's finished, and you you start speaking French.
Yeah. I go,
but you go, c'est caput.
in German, yeah.
Like this French German language, c'est caput.
I know, I keep fucking up, man. Because you know me, man, like I speak so many languages, man. So my brain, when I'm trying to speak a language, you know, it gets jumbled up, man. You know what I mean? I'm such an international traveler, you know what I'm saying?
Too many.
Yo, big up, man. We got listeners' questions. We got graph critique. We got the graph letter game. We got some music to check out. We got plenty to get through this episode. But I was thinking maybe we chat. I mean, we did have again, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to talk about things that could have happened that didn't happen. But this one was two jokes not to talk about. But
we're talking about our failures.
Yeah. We did have an epic episode planned for this one, man. It was I might as well break it down. We had the PFB episode. We had like several members of PFB were going to join like in a round table, and we were going to record about the history of PFB and all that stuff and get into it. But Rosa and them lot, salute them lot. Obviously they tried.
Talk about some sick stuff. Could you imagine?
But they were saying how like they were like Mean and Rosa, they were trying to organize it, but trying to wrangle all these dudes together in one place at one time. It's
but that's blatantly the hardest part in the first place, to be fair. That's why it was a good shout to try and do it on Friday.
Well, that's the thing.
But everyone got smashed.
Yeah, but you know, I called it from the beginning. Obviously, we were going to try, but when I heard the idea, they were saying, look, we're all going to the pub on Friday. If you come, and then after the pub, we'll all go back to Theme's house and record a pod. I was in my head, I'm like, that's not going to happen. You're all going to be drunk and everyone's going to be, even if we did manage to go and record it, it's going to be fucking, just drunkards fucking shouting over each other. You know what I mean? I was really negative about the thing, to be honest. But we went anyway and we had a fucking laugh. It was a good night. Them lot are really great lads. They're good fun. Drax and the whole crew was there. Psych.
But it was nice to go out and get pissed.
Yeah, it was good.
I haven't done that for ages. Just go out with no cares in the world. Just go out.
Yeah, it was deep.
Because it was a Friday.
Yeah.
Miss everything because of fucking Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, Fridays are good.
But that was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant to be there, man, and catch jokes. Some of the jokes that was fucking cool that we can't put on.
Yeah, of course.
Zombie saying, you can't really hear it because of the background noise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking gash.
Theme got Zombie to say,
I don't need to paint no yellow BRs, bro.
And yeah, Teach was there. Fucking. Oh yeah, big up Tulip as well. She was there.
Big up Rosa,
Seb, me,
Acid,
of course. Salute Acid.
Psych.
Big up. But we're gonna organize.
Teach.
We're gonna get a PFB
Rex.
episode done. We will get it done soon. But how soon is a question. Only God.
And piling out as well, and then just doing street bombing in the middle of Harrison. That felt like back in the day. Didn't it feel like back in the day to you?
That's a normal weekend.
Like the bouncers weren't telling us to dust. It wasn't none of that rare. We were still drinking outside and holding my Corona.
We're all old men now, man. We're not young scallywags.
Usually they make you like, you can't stay here, you can't. They were just on the corner of.
Yeah, it's true.
When I pulled it, I got the paint. I opened the bag.
Yeah. And
I got the paint like to just not even coming out the bag yet.
Yeah.
A teacher went, paint! And I went, yeah, paint. It's all right before coming up.
Yeah,
and then that bit with all the throw-ups on it, that just felt bad. There's bare people there. No one gave a fucking shit.
That's the danger.
Every single panel got throw-ups on it. Someone's different throw-up.
Yeah, that was a nice lineup of throw-ups there, man. And throw-up.
Whilst buying kebabs at the same time, man's like, yeah, chili sauce.
Exactly. No, that was a laugh, man. They're a good bunch.
But didn't it feel like back in the day to you or no?
I mean, a little bit, but yeah, I guess, after the pub and just drunk
for me, man, I was like, yo, this is nuts. Nuts.
I mean,
and whilst we were waiting, just bopping off with Zombie getting reaches here, and then just bopping over Teach getting reaches there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Got a reach there, it's going to stay forever. You know, the awning of some shop who's quite high up, and then the comes down, and then there's a little flap like that, and then just Zombie theme sick outside the station as they're coming up. Like, bro, this is nuts.
Oh man, that was funny, man. Yeah, shout out them lot, man. Super legendary.
Did you finish that paint on the way home? As you robbed me?
Yeah, I finished it, the tin on the way home.
Did you get a reach over my favourite reach ever? Because you said I'm going to dog out that reach.
Lined out every theme tag I saw. I just lined it, put an Amba. That would be funny if I did that. Nah, of course not, man. Oh yeah, we were planning. I don't want to say too much, but we were planning our Christmas mission. All the writers out there, you planning anything big for Christmas? You know what I mean? Don't write in and tell us. Don't bait it up. But
mission.
We got a little idea for Christmas, man.
Yeah. So what do you reckon about? Because last night, brother, spent £110 in bed, just there watching Match of the Day, like getting some fucking. We got paint.
Oh, you got paint delivery, yeah. All right.
I got one of them like loop color packs.
Yeah.
12. But they're like pretty, you know what I mean? They're just standard-y colours. They're not the best ones.
Uh-huh.
And Then I got one of them burner, like street bombing packs or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
6 chromes, 600 milliliters and 6 blacks.
Uh-huh.
Then I got a couple of Montana 94s, just 3-4 different colors. Then I got 2 free cans, one of Loop, one black and one white, because I was buying so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I brought 2 extra whites as well.
Leather.
I brought 10 New York Fats.
I was going to say,
10
I bet
skinnies.
you forgot buying nozzles, but you did buy nozzles.
No, yeah, I got 20 of these bitches, yeah, and all the nozzles that come on these caps, these cans that are going to come.
Yeah.
And then I got
But listen, Theme, I swear,
a pen.
I always buy a big fat bag of fucking fat caps, yeah? And I'm thinking, I'm sorted for fat caps now, I'm sorted. But then they go quickly, man. You start getting frivolous with them because you think, I got a bag of them now at home, and then just they run out. Really.
If I have a New York Fat, I can do everything.
Yeah. New York Fat
I can do everything.
Standard cap.
I can get beautiful fucking reaches with a New York Fat.
Mm-hmm.
I can do like colouring in.
Yeah.
Is a bit long. That's a bit.
Yeah,
long.
because the New York Fat, it kind of has that ring to it where the middle isn't as filled in as the outer ring. Like if you just did a dot. So yeah, filling in, you have to kind of go in on it a little bit. Yeah. When you
reaches and throw ups, bruv.
Is that your favorite?
Oh, bruv, I got all that paint coming. I got tons and tons and tons. I think I'm leaving shit off.
We're gonna use all those chromes for the Christmas mission.
No. That's my personal.
Now we're delving right into the. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but what about doing it in copper?
Yeah, you mentioned
copper,
that.
like
Louder copper now, because I want to do a black outline, and the copper and the black it still look good, but just chrome will just look 50
copper
times
with
better.
with a blood red outline.
Nah, because where we're doing it,
black border.
It's got to be just chrome and black, man, with cracks running through it. I'm telling you, man, it'll be 10 times better. It will look good with the copper, but it'll be 10 times better with the chrome, man. I'll get another 6-pack.
Copper, no one's doing that anymore.
Anyway, let's not go too deep into that.
No, but it's a sick reach. Are we doing that reach? Yeah. What are we saying? We're doing it on Christmas Day.
Yeah, it'll be easy on Christmas Day. It'll be. I mean, it's not a difficult reach on your average day, but on Christmas it will just.
And what about Insta?
We'll see. I haven't chatted to them a lot yet, but I'm sure someone would be up for it. I'm sure we can get.
It's going to be no space. It's just going to be.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If people are willing to come and we're going to have to chat.
It's just got to be you and me, brother. We'll film it. It'll be sick.
We're looking to do like a big ass blockbuster thing, yeah. And so we're going to be going over a couple. We got to reach out to those people that we're going to go over just to make sure that they're cool with it. You know what I mean, or whatever. But anyway, just etiquette. You know what I mean? Standard graph etiquette, man. You know what I mean?
Let me show you what's happened to that map.
Oh yeah, shit. Theme has his map that he has been getting people to sign. You might remember it from the Armshouse Graph Jam. He was getting everyone.
Jesus, look at Zombie with the AHC route.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
And that diet tag, that's the style of diet tag that is my favorite.
Yeah, boy.
Roz, Drax, Misdemeanor,
Said,
Psych, TKS, Bass, Form 72, Akit, Here, Fume, Force.
Harry Love.
Oh, it's got that.
Teach.
Amber. Oh, yeah, the teeth.
Amber and Buds.
Oh,
God, man.
Harry
Jesus
Love.
Christ. Imagine.
Theme, you can't give that away. You were mentioning maybe.
I put it on my stories, on my personal thing. And bare people from the Armshouse asked
Yeah.
if it's going to be something to give away.
You can't give that away, man.
And I'm thinking to frame it.
Yeah.
Have it for myself. Put a theme reach on there. I bun all of these.
Yeah.
That would be so joke. Imagine doing that.
You got to keep it.
bun all of these.
That's like a souvenir, nice souvenir, you know? Straight up.
And I've had to take it to bare different locations to get all those different heads.
I know.
And it doesn't really get better now. I don't know who... You know what I mean?
A couple. You can get some of them old school heads on there. If you got that, then it would like elevate it. Like if you get Score TRC, if you get like Cade on there, get like some older head.
That's so joking. Teacher's gonna go. I said, Teach, son, put your reach on here, and immediately goes to Hammersmith there, puts it down, and he goes, "Who's that, bro?" Straight away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's so and so," and he's like, "What's he doing there?" And I'm like, well, he's got a reach. You know what I mean? He's like, no, he's not even from there. He's not even from London. And I'm like, fuck it. And someone else got buffed out as well. But Drax, there was a person on there, and we're all going through it, and I'm like, yeah, I was like, is he allowed to be on this map?
Mm.
And that was the conversation. Is this geezer worthy of being on the map?
Yeah. So they rubbed him out. They rubbed him off.
They rubbed him out, bro. But Drax spat on him and just rubs him out with his fingers.
That's harsh.
I said, Jesus Christ. But this is the people's map. It's organic. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, man.
Until I decide to frame it.
Yeah, don't give it away. We got plenty of shit to give away anyway. Actually, talking about giveaways, man, still running that Amba theme sketch competition. Do an Amba or theme sketch or Amba theme sketch or TheAMB sketch or Armshouse sketch, anything Armshouse related. Do a sketch, send it in for critique, via the email or the Instagram, or the links are below, and we will pick a winner out of all those sketches on the Christmas episode. So I guess the next episode, right?
Yeah.
And after, I can't remember. But anyway, we'll pick a winner, and the winner will get an Armshouse t-shirt. So get those sketches in, party people. Talking about Christmas, next episode, I'm not going to go into it, but we're doing another D&D episode, all right? Whether you like it or not. Yeah, we're doing
everyone's favorite.
With Jazz Kahina and Talal.
Everyone's favorite.
And do another.
But we're doing it together in one place.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man. It'll be good.
As squadrons. And
maybe we'll dress up as well, because D&D, if you want to get proper geeky in D&D. But anyway, we'll see if that happens.
My son buying all that shit, wants all that shit, Christmas shit, D&D shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's wicked. Maybe we do a game with your kids at some point, not for the pod, but just, separately we could play.
My kids, man, sometimes I get a bit... It's at Christmas, and they're like 10, and I'm going, are you sure you don't want like this and this and this and this, like licking off like sick things like drones when they take their phones around and or this and this and this, and they're like, nah. Okay, well, what do you want? And they just like keep just giving me more books.
Sick.
I'm like, bruv, I've got you like 10 books, bruv. Like, allow the book. It was brilliant, but allow the books for 1 second. What? And he's like, oh, there's this other book. And I'm like, okay, well, fucking add it to the list and just get books.
I think that's dope, man. That's wicked.
It is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
But it's mad how, like, nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, nothing.
Man, I'd just be happy if I was you, man. That's dope, man. And
you want a chemistry kit?
Yeah. Wicked. Sick.
Do you know how many people I used to bust in their face because they used to have chemistry kits and stuff like that?
Oh.
Man, you just shut up, you pussy.
Bruv, I've said this on the pod before, but Frez had a chemistry kit in his hand.
I had two, to be fair.
No, but you know what we used to do with it? We used to we used to rack Frez was the king racker. He racked every color of Fibbins. Shoe leather dye, yeah, and obviously the standard one was purple, but he had this chemistry kit with all these pipettes and fucking test tubes, and he worked out different concoctions for the best mix, like 1 drop of green and 2 drops of purple, and then he'd get a Tipex, like the thing you stick in your ear, and he'd dunk it in, and then like on his wall he'd do a little tag like that, yeah, and he'd see, because the iridescence of it, so if you mixed 1 part green, 2 part purple, then if you look at it from one angle it would shine like goldish purple, and then from the other angle it was like kind of greeny tint to it. It was like Frez used to be the proper mad scientist,
That's decent. Yeah.
The chemistry set, man. I've told that story on the pod before, but I was like right early one.
Big up Frez, man.
Knocking out every time, man.
Big up Frez.
I'm
going to get a beer out the fridge. My voice is going because it's so dry.
Get your beer, man. I want to listen to some music. There's been bare new music coming out recently. Definitely a lot of these legendary dudes in America, these 90s guys that we love. They've been releasing new music, like Redman, for example.
Redman, I fucking love.
He's one of my favorites.
I'm not sure about this Snoop and Dre shit.
Yeah,
the thing I heard, I was like, what's this?
We'll get into some Snoop and Dre, but I want to play this Redman track. What was it called? Fuck. It's because he had an album called Muddy Waters, yeah, which was one of his best albums, I think, yeah. I can't remember which year that came out, but it was in the 90s, late 90s. Anyway, he's doing Muddy Waters 2 at the moment. And this is a tune called Don't Wanna See Me Rich by Redman.
Well, this is the thing coming out is Muddy Waters 2.
Muddy Waters 2. Yeah, so there was the first one. This one, he's actually rapping on that Tribe Called Quest beat, the Luck of Lucian beat. I love this beat, and then Redman just kills it. Let's go.
Ho! Ladies and gentlemen, woo! Get on your hustle, baby. Yeah. Nigga, I'm a hustler. Hey. Never punch a clock for a job. Too busy making money with the tribe. Cross my T's and dot my I's. My hustle mode in overdrive. Haters don't wanna see me rich. So I catch them all slipping for a lick. With the money, pounds get broken down into a zip. Yeah. My money off and the scale on the fritz. Bang. My circle of people, they hustle hard. Cash money, no credit cards. Yes, sir. I learned a lot watching Better Call Saul. Yeah. 30 years in rap, nigga, I want it all. Oh. Yo, I'm doing all right. Yes, sir. I get an attitude when my money ain't right. Yeah. If it's over 35 thou, you can either PayPal or I'm on the next flight. Nigga. Haters don't wanna see me rich. Haters don't wanna see me rich. Your team don't wanna see me rich. I bet they all back down when they hear the click. I bet they all back down when they hear the click. Hey, I don't collect checks on the first. I wake up, I'm putting in the work. 10% I gave it to the church. Yeah. I did that selling out on my merch.
All right, Don't Want to See Me Rich by Redman coming out. I don't think the album is dropped yet, but it will be dropping very soon. I love that, man.
What, it's produced by Q-Tip? Or?
Nah, I don't think that one. I mean, that's a beat from Tribe Called Quest, but it's obviously been rearranged or whatever. I don't know who produced it. I didn't look into it, who produced it. But yeah, classic. And
Redman album.
Redman is one of my favorites, not only because his voice is just like, is so sick. Yeah.
Built for rap.
But also he's grimy as fuck, but also he's funny, man. He has that sense of humor angle. He doesn't take himself too seriously. I just
got different flows though as well.
Yeah, different.
The way he can attack the mic, he does it in different ways.
He's got one of them voices that was just made for rap, man. You know what I mean? Big up Redman every time. And obviously, like you just mentioned, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre did an album. I got mixed feelings. I mean, I haven't heard any of it. I just saw some shit on Instagram. Only a few tracks from the album have dropped so far. I think it's called Out of the Blue is the name of the album, I think. I know one of the tracks is called Out of the Blue, but I got this one. It's called Another Part of Me. It's got Sting on it. You'll recognize the song.
Just another part of me.
Yeah, that's the Michael Jackson song, but Sting, from the Police. Whoop, whoop. He's on this track. Obviously, it's a Sting sample, but then he's like singing on it. Let's just listen to it, and then I want to chat about it.
Not also, a big Sting fan myself.
I mean, Sting's got some proper bangers, man. The Police, the Message in a Bottle, Roxanne, they got some banging tunes, man. But anyway, whatever. And listen, for the people on YouTube, if this goes all silent and it gets jumps and shit, it's because we get flagged on YouTube, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go. Snoop Dogg, Another Part of Me, featuring Sting.
Featuring Sting.
How y'all feeling out there? Yeah. Clap a little louder if you're loving it. I'm fucking with it. Turn my mic up. Yeah, that's it. Return of the Titans in this motherfucker.
How can you say Return to the Titans on this kind of beat?
Go ahead, Eric. Sting them.
I don't listen.
Make some noise if you don't give a fuck.
Steve, come back. Oh, fuck, baby.
Yeah, I like that. Just another part of me.
Snoop is singing.
Wearing my heart on my sleeve. Out here living on the dangerous. Now tell me, what do you want from me? Here in the land of the lost and the scandalous. Bright lights, sunny days, cold nights. Ride your wave, hold tight. Just a day in Los Angeles. Cool, I'm not done. He is I, one of one. From my hood, 2-1. Risky business, Top Gun. Dog back out on the morning run. Me and Dre, red rum. Bake a cake with these breadcrumbs. On my mama, son of a gun.
Actually, Sting even raps.
People, I'm just handling procedure. Ain't no see no evil. Vision like a desert eagle. Yeah, hood star with war scars from breaking laws and beating charges. Topping charge, this shit is all.
Watching themselves up on the creek.
Standing too
close, you'll fuck around and catch a contact. Yeah, yeah. From the smell of this offering, baby, got you feeling good, don't it? Same nigga, same odor. This is an iconic moment. Money on my mind. Oh yeah, yeah. She about to come alive. Oh yeah, yeah. And it's right before your eyes. Oh yeah, yeah. Just a thief in the night. From the jump on the run, while I walk away. I'm the one, give a fuck what the guys say. Gonna get up out of my way. Yeah, there's no better time than today. In the moment, jump about it, see the ocean, stay in motion. You're not broken, no, I'm chosen. I just gotta have faith. Time is passing as they act.
Oh, that's enough of that. That's enough of that.
What? Who's that?
That's Sting at the end there. Like he's kind of rapping, singing at the end.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's him. He's featuring.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. Did you recognize the sample? Which Sting song or Police song was that?
Fucking hell, bro.
He's in shock still.
Yeah, of course. Sending out an SOS.
Yeah, message in a bottle. Yeah, yeah.
What's the that was Sting at the end doing that fucking jiggity shit.
Yeah. That was it.
Oh my days. Imagine, yeah. That's one of those classic. Imagine taking that tune and getting in a time machine and going to Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, and saying to this is what you're going to end up doing.
Yeah.
And listen to this.
Yeah, I know.
Because Sting was around. You know what I mean? So listen to this.
I mean, people were
of
sampling. I mean, Nas sampled Sting, and also
but not overly produced electro like pop kind of music like that. That was who? That's Dre as well.
That's Dre who produced it. Yeah, man.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, to me, it's like
that is some Kiss FM friendly kind of shit.
It's a pop song at the end of the day. And listen, if you're at that level, don't I'm not sitting here expecting.
Yeah, but fucking hell, people have been waiting for a Dre album.
I know.
For 85,000 years.
I know.
One was going to drop, never dropped.
Yeah, if you compare that to what's in 2001 or in the original Chronic album, yeah, it's like, I mean, but it's not like we want him to do the same shit over and over, whatever, you know what I mean? But this is like, I'll tell you what, when I heard that tune, I thought they didn't make this isn't like hip hop, this is hip hop. Just because you're saying motherfucker over the top or whatever, doesn't make it gangster. It's a pop song. And it's like they made it to feature in it on a fucking advert or something. You know, it's like they made that song in mind of like, okay, yeah, we're going to be used in an Apple headphones fucking advert or something. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's what irks me about it, to be honest. But still, I mean, you know, it's catchy. I'm sure it will do well. And there was that.
But they don't have to sell out like that. That's the thing. If Snoop and Dre did something, they don't need to do that kind of pop shit with Sting and collaborate and all this mess. You don't need to do any of that marketing shit. Make a fucking album of you two. Let Snoop go in there, get lean, sit down, listen to some beats and pen the ting.
Yeah.
That would be much better than what they're doing now.
In a perfect world.
And everyone's been waiting for it.
I agree with you, Theme, obviously. Yeah, but you can't take the business out of it now. And especially someone like Dre, if you've been following him these past like 10 years and what he's done, he's definitely become way more of a businessman than a musician in the last 10 years. So now if he's going to do a music project, it's going to be like, you know, related somehow to some sort of sponsorship from here, or they're going to be flogging their new drink. They got that gin and juice drink and they got that, you know what I mean? And they all got their fingers in so many different pies. If you're a businessman like that, you're not just going to be like, I'm just going to make a hip hop album just for the hip hop shit. Even though they might say it in an interview, it's not fucking true, man. It's all business, man, at the end of the day. And they've got, now they're not just rappers and producers. They're like empires now. They've got hundreds of people who rely on them. You know what I mean? They run big, like, you know, shit now. And so they got
staff.
They can't necessarily be frivolous.
Doggy Style was so good.
But that's never going to happen again.
It is so good.
Yeah, but we need to rely on the younger people coming out who are hungry, who are.
It's like writers that piss me off, and you just see them now, and you're like, why don't you just do
what you used to do?
The same fucking thing you did then.
Exactly.
And batter it, bruv.
Yeah, but then again, like, you know, I've kind of come off that now theme though, man, because you're just going to get let down over and over again, man. You can't expect people just to recycle what they've done.
You're
20
just,
years
it's all your own thoughts. You're just pushing out your own, why haven't you done it the way I want you to do it?
Theme. I'll tell you what
No
now.
point.
In let's say if we can, touch wood, if we're still doing this podcast in like 3 years' time, for example, it's going to change and develop through time. And then people, the hardcore listeners, are going to go back, if you go back to episode 7, they weren't like that. They sold out now, man. They got sponsors now and shit. And they're like, there was more hardcore back. You know what I mean? Like people are going to start saying shit like that, I bet. And it's just, you're always going to evolve. You're always going to develop. You can't rely on them to be recycling all shit.
One day. One day when Armshouse is sponsored by Iceland.
Yeah. Actually, the listener question kind of ties in with what we're talking about. So let's go into the listener question, yeah? Quick time. And then we'll get into some graph critique.
Big up the listeners sending in their questions. Please keep sending them in.
Where do they send them into, Theme?
Instagram as a voice note.
Please, yes.
Stop being a pussy and saying, yeah, but I don't like the sound of my own voice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do a different voice.
Or
do whatever you want.
Get a mate to do it, whatever. I mean, fucking hell. Just send it. And
I thought the Armshouse listeners were creative. It is fairly disappointing when people ask us those sort of things.
And also, stop asking us, who's your favourite writer? What's your favorite nozzle to use? Like, it's just, come on, man. I appreciate you guys sending the questions, but come on, man.
New York fat cats, bitch.
Be creative. Ask us some cool shit, some funny shit. Whatever.
And I don't know. So my favorite writer, I was thinking about that last night. So I don't know.
I mean, it changes every day.
And I don't know what it means. For me, it has to be way more restricted because my favorite writer ever, and I instantly start thinking about people, and then, hang on.
Yeah, exactly.
What if it includes Scheme?
Exactly.
You're like, oh, right, well.
Exactly. I mean,
what are you gonna do?
It's just, and also go back to like episode 3 where we talk about that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not having a go. Send in your questions. All
episode 3, motherfuckers.
Let's go. Check this out.
Yo, I got a question regarding rap music and writing. How much can one person write things that aren't true or exaggerate them just because they rhyme?
All right. So it's about people lying when they rap just because it rhymes. What's your thoughts on that theme?
And there's different ways of looking at that. There's a way of something like a concept tune. If someone says, we're doing this concept tune and it's about this, then you could probably be as creative as you want in the way you're talking about that, because as everyone's talking about the same thing, you've got to come differently with it, and it's going to meant to be a bit joke and a bit different.
Yeah.
But then if it depends how you're saying it, because even if you're just doing a normal tune where you're talking about, battering MCs, you're not just going to talk about the same way of battering them, are you? You're going to talk about all these different ridiculous ways in which you're battering these MCs.
Yeah.
But everyone just knows from the off that you're just blatantly going over the top, and it's just one of those things where it's just for rhyming. If you're like coming on a serious rap tune, which is like got a message, and you're sort of being direct or indirect to somebody or some people, then it's different. You can't really say there's certain things over a line that you can't really say without there being consequence. Like when that thing we talked about with Farmer, I can't even remember who it was. Was it Chess and someone else? Genesis Elijah.
Yeah.
There was that phone beef. Someone said something, it goes too far. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But if you were saying it, I think it's the way you would say it. If you're saying it like on a serious rap tune and you're clearly giving a message, and the other shit before and after you've said is blatantly true, and then you drop some kind of thing that you shouldn't really be talking about, then you shouldn't really be doing it.
But then, okay, the most famous, but then again, okay, let's say Biggie Smalls, yeah? The famous line, I grew up in a one room shack, you know what I mean? And
more public housing, thinking back on my one room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on the back.
And I didn't have shit, and I didn't have shit for dinner, when that wasn't true. Have you seen that interview with his mom? He goes, he always had food. He went to a private school. We lived in a nice house always, in Brooklyn. They had a nice brownstone apartment. You know what I mean?
But stuff like that, you've got to think, like, if a youth is writing that, yeah, or he's like 22, 21, you don't know if there's been a period where he had a big fight with his mum and he left and he lived in some one room shack for 6 months but eventually went back home. And he still get the inspiration from living that bit of tiny life to be able to write.
Well, no, but Biggie is you know, he lied about a lot of shit, you know what I mean? But then he could just say, look, I'm talking about my environment. It's not like he'll talk it from his perspective, but he raps it like it's from his perspective when really he's talking about people around him or stories he sees and hears and whatnot. And so the gray area is so big in this. I think it's more like if you're making major lies, like if you're saying, yo, I grew up poor, I grew up in the council estate, I grew up in this and that, and then really you grew up in your middle class, whatever. You know,
yeah, if you're just saying things
like
for the sake of saying them,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
fucking...
Then that's fucked. But I'm all for people. I would never, I tell you what, when I was a kid, when I was first getting into hip hop, like at 10, 11, 12 years old, listening to gangster rap, I was thinking these guys lived in a fucking war zone, man, surrounded by guns. Like, you know, listening to Smiff N Wessun album, you know what I mean? Like Nori and Capone and shit. I was like, rah, these guys are
sleeping with guns.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Guns with their cereal.
But as you get older, you realize, okay, they weren't fucking, you know, they haven't killed anybody. They rap about it in every song, but okay, they might, you know, some people are more real than other people, but some people are better at painting these pictures than other people. You know what I mean? It's for me, you can't take anything too seriously unless they're saying on the track, yo, this is real, son. This is real.
Yeah, if it's like, that's what I'm saying. If it's like a blatantly honest kind of emotional thing and you're saying something direct.
Yeah. Because you want to be
it's
funny.
got to be true.
And because he said lying and exaggerating, I think those are two separate things. I think in creativity and art, to get messages across, you need to exaggerate sometimes just to get a point across. You know what I mean? I've got no problems with exaggerations, but just straight up bullshitting and lying, it's at your own risk at the end of the day. Because if you get called out and it's not true, that could end your career technically. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows? In this day and age, people chat all sorts of fucking bullshit all the time. I mean, who knows, man? But it's best to, I mean, remember in the 90s, that whole keep it real shit. Yo, son, keep it real, man. That was like every other tune was about keeping it real. Every album had one song called Keep It Real. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, and it's like now you look back and you're like, well, how many of them were actually keeping it real and how many of them weren't, you know?
The Keep It Real tune, the Smoke Weed Every Day tune,
reminiscing.
The This Is For My Bitches tune.
Yeah, the reminiscing
This
back
is
in
for
the day tune.
Yeah, the reminiscing, and then This Is For The Man Them tune.
Yeah, the battle rhyme tune as well about how I'm better than you. Yeah, that was a standard in every album, man.
And that was it.
I want to bring that back, man. We should do the Armshouse EP and just do each one of those cliched 90s.
That's all I rap about anyway.
Yeah, I know. Let's do it. I'm bang up for that, man. All right, so is it time for a little piece of Graff? Oh no, let's play the Graff.
I've been doing some mad lyrics for the Armshouse EP. You got to start coming with the beats.
I know, we got to get on it, man. I'm on the case. I'm on the case.
He's always making beats.
I'm on the case,
but he never sends me beats.
But none of them are good enough, man. I'm gonna compile a bunch that I think will work, and we'll get it done, man. And I reckon one day we should sit, me, you, and Talal. I'll get the instruments out and he can maybe record a hook or two, you know what I mean? And we'll do a proper recording session. That'll be fun.
Oh, wait. There's something I forgot to talk about when we were talking about going out on Friday night.
Oh, yeah, go on.
And it was quite interesting because I was saying to... Rosa was talking to me about yards and G came up.
Yeah.
And... just got to think of this as incriminating. It's not. G came up.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, whose yard do you think that is? And he was...
What, G?
I can't remember who exactly he was. I think he was saying it was his and them lot.
Okay.
I think. But he might have been saying it was someone else. Anyway, it wasn't the people who we were with.
Mm.
And Zombie standing on my left, and he must have kind of heard it. And he turned around, and I said to him, "Who do you think? Whose yard is G? Like, who would you, if you had to think of a writer?" He said, "It's their yard, or a crew, or a writer." And he instantly said, "No, it was us lot, as in the DDS slot."
Okay.
And
so
they were having a bit of a barney about it.
You started a beef, yeah?
Yeah, but they were like being joke. It was joke.
I know.
Joke. Everyone was laugh. It was joke. They were both laughing and dissing each other.
Yeah.
And Zombie just ends this conversation. Yeah, he's like, "Look, I done G every weekend for a year and a half or 2 years."
Damn.
And you're just like, and he said some weekend, and I did it 2 nights in a row, some weekends, and thought it was for some reason, as if like he's backing the point. He's like, Thor is the only person that he knows of that's done it 3 nights in a row. So big up Thor, yeah.
Salute Thor, man.
Salute, bro. Like, Jesus Christ.
Was their playground? They would just go down there sometimes, not even to paint.
That's what I'm saying. And Zom just kind of said it just like that. He's like, yo, on the real, like, we did it every weekend for 1.5 to 2 years. And then there was times where they were doing G before and after that, but there was just that period. So they've done it more times as well. So I'm saying there's that period every weekend, like without fail.
Mad.
Because it didn't matter. They had everything under control.
Everything locked down. Yeah. Straight up.
Bosh.
And
Rosa was like, no, and still backing himself. And then Teach come in and listen to, and Zombie get Teach over the list. Come here, listen to what he's saying. And Teach just like, nah. that was our yard. It was good to hear like the conversation between the two because they both had like wicked valid points. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't know they were going to be like that passionate about it. I was just like chatting shit.
Again, man, you're making me depressed that we didn't get to record the podcast, man.
Yeah, some things like that. No, when we were having that conversation, I was like, rotted, like imagine. But you'd never. You can't. But then we went on to say, okay, whose yard is F? Whose yard is that?
Yeah.
It's Farringdon.
Yeah.
And I don't want to comment on that because I can't remember what the answer was. Yeah? But then they get whose yard is Parsons Green?
So you just start going down the list saying who's in
going to all these yards,
beef, like throwing a powder keg in a room.
South Harrow, they kept on getting mentioned because they battered it.
Yeah,
but Parsons and Teach. That's Teach.
All right, okay. Yeah.
But I was like, what about Fuel? Fuel, but Teach took the district line end, and Fuel was painting the house in the sea. I can't remember which way around it was.
People in the comments below, let us know.
Oh boy, imagine, yeah. Can you imagine? Because I've known Zombie for so long. I forget about a lot of that. I just remember, like, when I think about it, I remember some sick top to bottoms, like rate teachers and
there was a whole era
right teach,
that.
and I'm talking about teach, but both of them, yeah. That's how I remember it. But then when you think about
they had a whole era before we even started Graff. They had a whole era
of Graff that they were doing, and then you think about going G every weekend for 1.5 to 2 years.
Mental, isn't it? Dedication, man.
Imagine the Graff that was getting done. Imagine having the key underneath fabric and just getting in through fabric and just opening the door and the train's there on tap.
Exactly. But that's how they built the names that they built. Man.
Nuts.
You don't get to their levels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think I know about Graff.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
And then when I think about how much Graff they've done, like all of it. It's mental. Fucking hell.
I even said when we were with Form down
Imagine the shit that had no photos as well.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when we were down on episode, 102, when we were with all them lot down in the fucking bowels of Londinium. Yeah. And I was saying, I feel like a fraud, man. Like, I ain't seen nothing like this. And they do it on a weekend on a regular basis. You know what I mean? It's meant.
And he never like, do you know how many... Right, big up all of them, by the way. Big up all of them for doing it. Do you know how many writers, people like Zom, have seen come into the scene, smash it, get all city?
Yeah.
Smash it. Like 2-3 years and then
gone.
Disappear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people like that are just fucking...
You've said already on the pod, you said how, like, you know...
Timeless, ageless, like the Graff, the fizz of throat when he does, like, no, man, that is real, I love it.
It's like you said, man, that Zom said one time, he was like, yeah, people come and they can king London, sure.
We were talking about that on Friday.
Can you do it 2 times? Can you king London 3 times with 3 different names? Can you king London 5 times within the...
No, but are you really into Graff? That's the point, because you stopped doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, life gets in the way. I get that. I'm not going to shit on anyone for
No, of course not.
Yeah.
It's just graff, but it's like going into the Champions League. You know what I mean? There's like this next level of you like, raw.
That's it.
I never actually think about it.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's overwhelming, and it's like, it completely engulfs your life. You know what I mean? If you're going to get to that level, man, and it's just not only a part of your personality, it's part of your DNA. You know what I mean?
Do you know how good you'd get at painting trains, like in terms of like the composition and where the doors are and where the panel is and shit like that, from doing it every weekend on the
just
same
muscle
stock.
memory. It becomes muscle memory, innit?
hell,
But then also, Theme, like we've said before as well, it's like when you're on that level, you can't just be fueled by the graff element. You're fueled by the mission itself. You know what I mean? Everything that goes around it, from the recce's to the getting the supplies.
But also with them lot, it always seems like just everything was meant to be. Like Teacher's Yard, where it was. You know what I mean? Bosch out the window, Bosch.
Yeah.
Do you know, like Bosch? Do you know what I mean? And then the thing with the club in fabric, like only certain heads knew that back then. Imagine if everyone knew that. It'd be the hottest place. It'd be fucked. It'd be all battered inside there. Them lot just kept their paint in there and shit.
Actually,
and they did.
You know what? Around about that time, I was going to Fabric for about 2 years. Every Friday for True Players, I was at Fabric. And I didn't have a fucking clue about none of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking back in 2000, 2001.
But people like Toys R Us would never, that's how it should have been. And that's how it was back then.
Yeah.
But then not just that, like the way they came up when sort of things were just dying down, and then they all came, and some of the select few from other crews stayed in it and went with it, and just Bosch. Everything about it was just the right timing, the right heads.
Well, hindsight is 2020. I mean, I'm sure they
and all this access.
I'm sure they,
you know what I mean?
I'm sure they didn't have a grand plan early on, going, okay, we're going to do this, and then next year we're going to do that. And I'm sure them, like a lot of it was on a whim and opportunists here and there. But then looking back now, you can see the structure in it, and you can connect dots and find a pattern there, maybe.
No, imagine when you chat to Fume, you can see that there's never been any of that. Talk about it, tell people, publicize it, like on point.
Especially now, though, I think now
it's not been like sort of everything has been planned and thought out and schooled down to them from people like Fuel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but then they
weird kind of correct timing in everything for them lot.
Yeah, for them it's a science. Literally, it's a science. They do.
And for them as individuals, you know what I mean, go to jail, come out, carry on doing graff. Yeah. If for someone to do that, that for me is like that's for me is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get jacked for doing graff, and you get jacked, you get arrested, but you get, what's it called, like prosecuted, and you fucking have to go and do time for graff. Yeah? You come out and you're just so desperate to do graff because you're fucked up. You know what? That's when I do graff. I always think about that when I'm fucked off, when this is happening, the world's all shit, and then I can go out and do some fucking graff and forget everything, Bosh. I would be in jail doing sketches, sending them to my mates, just going, when I get out of here, bruv, like, fucking hell, I'm going to be so out, I'm going to get reaches on the old bill station.
Look at Theme fantasizing about sketching in jail. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm saying it would make you want to do more graff.
I know what you're saying.
But you can't, because if you get nicked, then you'll definitely go in jail, and it's only graff.
Yeah, but then
you're like, nah, and you go and
it's
do
only
more
graff. But that's the thing. I think a big element. Okay, for example, I've been arrested bare times for smoking weed. I'm not going to stop smoking weed. Because
I've said to old Bill in police station, do you know what I'm going to do when I get home?
Exactly. I'm going to go.
You know what I'm going to do? This is a waste of time, bro.
It's because we don't think we're doing anything that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to have a zoo when I get home.
I'm not saying, like, especially them lot, like when you're doing graff, we understand it's vandalism, it's criminal damage, all that stuff. But we understand that it's just a thin layer of paint on a surface. At the end of the day, we're not killing anyone. We're not fucking anyone's shit up. And people have, to an extent, morals, especially when you get older. And when I say morals, I mean as in, you know what you're painting on, what you're going to fuck up someone's shit if you paint on that. You know what I mean? You know, so you're not a kid anymore. So if I get nicked doing graff, I'm going to just be like, I'm just going to look at them and go, what the fuck? Like, gives a shit about that. I painted on a Sainsbury's. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Sainsbury's can afford it. You know what I mean? It's no biggie. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I think that mentality is probably why people just go, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep doing it. It's a lifestyle, baby. Theme.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big decision though.
Yeah.
And big up Roz, yeah, because you know one thing about Rosa. When have you seen like a Rosa wall?
Yeah, so
Never.
Not that often, yeah.
Like a trackside or a back in the day shot or a legal, just
But
solo,
some of the
solo
best
trains.
tags in London.
Yeah, street bombing. Yeah, sick.
Rosa, man. Fuck, he's got that
Nice
one
hand
here that we all
But he was saying to me on the blower, no, he's like, I just was only interested in doing trains. Big up for that.
All right, moving on. We're doing the graph letter game theme.
Oh shit! What letter are we on, son?
We're on letter H. H. I just sent you the first letter. There you go. Bing. Put your phone on silent. But yeah, there we go.
Oh, sorry, old boy. That's catch.
Catch. There we go.
See, if you do it from that generation, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
If you do it from the next.
Well, here's one from the next generation then, yeah? Here you go. I doubt you'll get this one. Here you go. Boom, boom. There we go. Sent. All right. Who did that letter H? Hey. Any ideas? Anything popping in your head straight away?
No, I'm just looking at that blue background, like who does the bits like that, and then the H like the.
This guy, he's been active. His standout stuff has been like more, not rooftops, but like high up, really bait reaches. You know what? I'm going to send you the whole thing here now. Boom. I just sent it to you. It is actually Shook. SHOOK.
Yeah.
I know you've seen him about.
Yeah, boy.
Can we take it back? Here's an old school one.
He's got quite a few bits going on, man.
Yeah. I rate his placement,
like
where
you said.
he's been putting them.
Yeah.
All right.
Good reaches.
Boom. There you go. I've just sent.
Get me birds of the good reaches.
He's a bit of an old school one.
Good reaches. Oh, no.
From back in the days.
Chiba. Fuck, I know who.
R.I.P. You've definitely even seen this photo. Should I tell you?
Yeah, I know it completely. I like it as well.
Begins with a P. P-H.
Fed.
Yeah, there we go. Rest in peace, Fed. All right, here's the next.
Oh! Let me send you something while we're playing the game.
Well, I'm sending you another H. There you go. Boom.
Keep sending me your H, bitches.
Just send it to me at the end of the game theme. Or is it to do with Fed?
Yeah.
Okay, send it then.
I've sent it.
Oh, is that an old Fed tag? Easy. Where's that? Looks like a building site.
That is Dogshit Park.
Oh, right. Next to the fence, yeah?
Which they've completely ruined. They put trees in the middle where we used to play football. You can't even have a pitch there anymore. The cunts.
Yeah.
But yeah, saw that reach, took a photo. Big up.
Salute Fed, man. All right.
Big up, big up, big up, big up.
I've sent you this H now. Who did that letter H? That's relatively
is,
easy one.
That is. Is it Bosch?
Yes, it is Bosch. All right, this one, I'm only going to send you half of it. There you go. This is half of the letter H.
Helch.
Yeah, Helch. Because that's just, it's too bait just to put that one. All right, last one. Let me see. Which one out of these should I send?
Helchy.
Let's go with this one here. Boom. Boom.
Send it our way.
Boom. There we go. Bang. Last one.
Couple of booms, couple of bams. Hito.
It's too hot to handle. Salute Hito, man. Big ups.
Oh, big up.
All right, man. Let's get some graph critique and then wrap this.
So basically, I absolutely battered that game.
Yeah.
I even included my own reach in that game.
You didn't get the Fed, though. You didn't get it, though.
I did get it.
No, after I told you it was a PH.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to get...
My baby mother sent me a message and it says, sorry, I forgot to mention this earlier. The boys were messaging me in the morning, yeah? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Having mad problems sleeping at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
sometimes I still have it. And for some reason, last night was one of them. That's why I was up writing all these fucking comedy bits, like till 2:30 in the morning, bruv. You know what I mean? With the kids here.
Yeah.
Knowing I got to get up.
Shit.
And I woke up at like 7. I was absolutely fucked. I said, no, I'll just sleep for another 40 minutes. Bruv, like woke up at like 10:45 or some shit.
What were the kids?
I heard something woke me up. You know what I mean? And it was them lot in here in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like fixing breakfast, bruv.
No way. Bruv, I love your kids, man.
They're having like cold pain au chocolat with the plastic wrapping still on it. And like, I come out and I'm like, fuck. But now, bruv, now I've just seen on this message that they must have been messaging their mum. Dad is in bed. We're fucking hungry. She'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. He's neglected the. I was like, fucking hell. And I swear to Allah, it's not my fault.
You got to sit your kids down. You got to teach them what a grass is. Yeah,
I don't want to not sleep. You know what I mean? I'm desperate to sleep correctly, especially during the week at work. It's fucking me up.
Yeah.
But shall I open this message and see what it says live on the pod?
I mean, if it's not too personal, yeah, go for it.
Oh dear, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be about. The boys were messaging me this morning just before 11 a.m. to say you were asleep and they were hungry.
Oh no.
Fucking hell. Why don't they just fucking wake me up? Like my bedroom's there. Can you make sure that you have a supply of pain au chocolat in the cupboard that they can access easily?
Yeah, you should. Okay, next time.
They were up from 7 a.m. and must have been starving. Like,
you got to make some sandwiches the day before or something, or, you know, have some bread and shit so they can make their own sandwiches or something. But yo, unlucky theme. I've sent you now. We're going to do some graph critique, party people. We're going to do some graph critique, party people. Check it out. There you go. Theme, I've sent you now.
Theme neglects his own utes.
The first impression.
You can wedge this up your fucking panani as well, bruv. What the fuck is this?
Describe it for the listeners, bruv.
Jesus Christ. It's a word which letters spell wedge.
Yeah, W-E-D-G-E, yeah.
It's got like a throw-up style W, which is one of the worst things I've seen in my life. And then a kind of, the rest of it's kind of dub style, but lowercase e, lowercase d, lowercase g.
Yeah.
Flopping its like semi-boner underneath the D.
It's disgusting.
And then a much bigger E than the first E for the second E.
Yeah.
With like stars in it, with shadow in it, but nothing else has got shadow on it.
None of the shadow lines
It is
are.
absolutely fucking gash.
It is like
makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, like looking at like the W. The W reminds me of like pedoness.
there is
all like squirmy and rank.
A tinge of pedo on this dub for some reason. It's just, yeah. It's. I mean, where to even begin, man? It's just disgusting, man. Just again,
wedge it right up your own butty hole.
That G, man. That G is just, what the fuck? Like, do the E, but face it the other way around. It would have been better than that G with the swirly bit in the middle, man. For fuck's sake. I'm not even going to... I like the red and yellow bits around the edges, whatever that...
No, you don't. They're fucking gash. And there's no shadow. There's no border.
You know, this is the type of graph that whoever did this...
Someone's done it to take the piss.
Maybe either that or... They would go, nah, I'm anti-style, bruv. And
this is like, so fucking shit. This is the shittest graph
one of the shittest I think that we've ever seen on here, man. It's like, it's not even funny. That's how shit it is. Well, it's kind of funny, but
little wedge, bruv.
Just simplify it, man. Learn how to spray an even line. You know
nah, stop painting. Allow it,
well, that's
man.
it, because we were saying how we're not trying to discourage people, but...
No, but this person, yeah, bun it, bruv.
Yeah, maybe this one.
Take up something else.
This guy maybe should, yeah.
You're not going to represent no sort of culture with this, bruv. Just allow it.
And the word wedge as well, like, gives me jokes, man. Oh, man. All right,
that bit's quite joke.
Yeah, the name, wedge.
I'm going to write wedge.
Because, what was it?
Actually, I reckon I could get decent reaches with that.
Wedge, the letters, wedge. Yeah, I mean, wedge, not a bad word to write, I guess, but it's just funny just to see. Because isn't there...
Yeah, you can get nice reaches with that.
All right, I've just sent you...
You sent the next one.
The next one.
What's this? What's this?
I'll just...
A bit of graph to look at, finally!
Let me shout out my main man, Fro. F-R-O-E. This one has an S at the end of it.
Yo.
Shout out Brat.
This is a bit of graph.
Soldier written in the bottom of the O. He bigged up his brother, Brat. Fro and Brat, they're twins. Yeah, and they used to write. They were local writers around here.
This is a bit of me. Look at this graph. Look at the reaches around it. Look at the SB.
Yeah, big up Verbs. Big up Philly. Who else is he bigging up?
Later, look, it's an insert reach, top left.
Yeah, top left. And the bottom, if you look at the bottom, there's an insert AMBs.
Insert an AMBs.
And I can tell that purple as well. That's a Plasticoat purple, if I remember. KLF. What was that crew? KLF. That rings a bell, man. But I can't think what the meaning was.
Philly. Big up Fro, man.
Fro is a dapper.
Kill London something, wasn't it?
What?
No, that was KLT, Kill London Transport. What?
KLF, I have no idea. Maybe if he listens to this, he can mess.
Killing London's Feds.
Nah, he wasn't on that Killing Feds vibe.
He's on them Killing Feds flick. Look at the R, bruv. I like this graph. Look at the O, bruv. I like this graph.
This is just classic. This is, I think, late 90s, maybe 2000, but yeah, around about that time.
There's no date on it, is there?
Doesn't look like it. I think that might even be, that's not Grundy. Nah, that's not the Grundy. I thought maybe because there's not enough bird shit on the floor for it to be Grundy. But it's a nice crumb. Also, but yeah, so Fro, he listens to the pod. I want to give him a shout out, man.
Why are you cutting that out? I'm interested in that.
And he
got the bean reach.
He does music now. He's like, he's got a few #1 hits under his belt, but that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, them lot been getting busy, man. TFH busy. Crew in the F. That was the same crew with Chang and Scholar, right? I think TFH. I can't remember the meaning of it though. Anyway, I just wanted to send that out just to like kind of shout out my brother Fro and Brat. Big up, guys. Let me think. Okay, one more, to critique.
SB reach, bruv.
Let me have a look.
Is there a board? Yeah, there's a white board around it. That's a proper bit of old school graph.
People, keep sending in your graph for critique, man. All right? One
proper more. Bit of graph that, Fro, mate.
Yeah.
Proper bit of graph.
Let's see. All right, fuck.
Could have put a coloured border on it, bruv, to be fair.
Yeah.
Ping it out a bit, but...
Fuck. Which one am I going to do?
Look at Wedge. Look at the Fro dub, bruv. You fucking idiot. What do you mean with your wedge? Fuck's sake.
No, I don't want to do this one. I can't even fucking read it. Sorry, man. One sec.
Yo, that Fro. You see like Buds' graph, that sort of graph. Basically that West London type of graph from back in the day.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I've sent one.
It's my favourite sort of graph. It's my favourite sort of graph.
I know you like it, man. What about this one here, man? Can you even read that? Can you see what it says?
T.
Yeah.
Y-S-M.
That's it. TISM. T-Y-S-M. I mean, off the bat, that dark brown fill he's got in there and a black outline just ain't, like, you just can't see, the outline gets lost in that dark color fill. Mm-hmm. The orange and green kind of go together. Then there's like dark gray and a lighter gray. And then he's got these weird hollow arrows and hearts and dot and circles going through it. Yellow one time going around the outside. Looks like it's on a legal wall somewhere. Again, okay, he's not gone too crazy with the letters. They're relatively simple. They're not looking amazing, but I'll let him off. But just that fill, man, like, I don't know. Yeah, just it gets lost in the outline. And, the S.
One thing I'll say to TISM is like a well-executed, polished and sort of perfect border can help make like a piece that's kind of on the verge of being shit, not shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it makes it amazing, but it can.
Yeah, ping
this
it off.
board around here, is well too nervous. Like you can see how nervous it's been done.
Mhm.
It's well too skinny. In its best form, it's well too skinny, and in its worst form, like underneath the S, it's almost non-existent.
Exactly. Yep.
So you got to be like mad careful because a yellow border is probably quite a good idea because your background's too dark compared to your letters, like Amber was saying. They get lost.
Yeah, the yellow border is necessary, but like you said,
but then you've really fucked it, like on the right hand side of the lower bit of the M.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Compared to the bottom of the M, and it's all like blurry and not done well.
Yeah.
Do it like that, and then double it up again. And on the next round, make it straight everywhere around, but double it up and then triple it up if you need to, if you're doing it with a skinny like that.
Exactly.
Or just be way more confident.
And when you
put the fat cap New York on it and go around it nice.
It's the inconsistencies in that one time. And you can tell, like you said, he's not confident with the line. Like if it's a long straight line, you can see he's done it in 3 bits. Rather than one straight line and just dedicate and like commit to the line, But like Theme said, if you double up the line or triple up the line, then you can do it that way that you're doing. It just makes it easier, to be honest. So yeah, so that's a.
And when you're doing borders, this is an actual top tip. If you're going from point A to point B, don't look at yourself going along the line like this. Put the can near point A, look at point B, and take the can to point B.
Exactly.
Don't watch the line. Just go, because you need to look at your target in anything. So you look at the target, and it's because I used to always go like, and then you're like, oh no, fuck it, it's not straight, fuck. And you just...
That's an Armshouse top tip there.
That's an Armshouse top tip. And you want to know, and to even make you less nervous, to help with even more nerves, For example, if you're going this way, it's naturally easier for your body to come in, especially this hinge of your arm. So if you're triple nervous, look at point B and bring it to point A. And you'll find that's the most easiest way to get a straight line.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Yeah, bring it into your Armshouse as opposed to away.
Top tip.
And also turn the can upside down, release some of the gas so that the paint isn't coming out too quickly if that's what's bugging you with it because you're trying to get thin lines or whatever. That's another little top tip there for you guys. If you want, take it or leave it. Tism, thank you for sending that in, brother.
But don't do the schemes like that. The only one we can let you off on is the arrow coming out of the M because it's coming out of its own color.
Yeah.
The other ones...
Like the green one going over the dark grey into the orange and it just, it looks a bit naff.
Yeah. Yeah. And what another upsetting thing is, do you know, Maddie, how no one really uses those kind of colors, but how nice you can get a fade with oranges and browns?
Yeah.
Like even yellows and brown, like even if it's a dark brown and a bright yellow, and you don't need any in between, you can get sick fades. And the orange into the brown where you've tried to fade it is ultimately like dog shit. And you've also done the fade. See the T into the Y?
Yes.
The fade goes over your hollow arrow as well. So you've done the arrow first and then you've done your fade. And that's wrong, man. You should be doing all the fades as part of the filling and then putting schemes and shit on top of that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll get exactly that. Your fucking fades going over your
That's the thing.
scheme.
That's another thing. Yeah, his fades aren't like, if you look at the top of the T where the orange fades into the brown, it's not very good. But in other parts, it's better.
And the right of the M has got the really dark brown. You never try and bring that down, fade it in. You fade the orange into the dark brown, then you put all the spray of it loose going in, mate.
There you go. Yeah, man.
But I'm only being nice because I can see they want to do graph. But
I rarely use orange, I'm going to start using
orange and browns, bro.
I always put a beige. I always like putting beige in because it goes with every color. It makes every color kind of stand out. It's nice to fade in as well, especially with lighter pastel-y colors. But orange.
It's because of old Booba. No, Theme! You always doing pink and blue. Everyone do pink and blue, Theme. Boring graph. Do some different color, grays, browns.
You know what I mean?
I said, all right, bruv. Calm down.
Armshouse to your mum's house.
All right.
Armshouse to your blood clap mother's house.
I'm happy with that, man. Episode 109.
I don't want to call it a day, listeners. Only Amber wants to call it a day. I could do Armshouse for like 4 or 5 hours a night.
Yeah, man. Well,
Just throwing you under the bus, brother. I'm only joking.
Leave us a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. We got D&D next week, Dungeons & Dragons Graff Edition.
Yeah, I might call in sick.
Theme might call in sick. Big up Talal. Big up all you lot out there. Hit the like button, all that good stuff.
Hit the like button. Let me know if you think I should give that map away in the comments.
Yeah, never going to happen, bro. I want to go out on this tune.
What the public think.
I want to go out on this tune, talking about legends. Tech from Smiff N Wessun. He did an album with Terminology. Yeah, it's called Teknology.
We've got photos of you and me with Smiff N Wessun, though.
No.
Yeah, like M9s.
No,
yeah.
No. Not with Smiff N Wessun. You're thinking of someone else. I don't know what, but M9? What are you talking about?
The same place M9 did his album launch. Trying to remember what it was called. And then I went and you were there, you were DJing, or you were organising it, or you were
Smiff N Wessun, yeah. We did. It was my night.
Wesson, bro.
Yeah, in the PAL in Brixton, Prince of Wales in Brixton. Yeah, I organised the Smiff N Wessun night.
Here's a photo of me and Amber and Smith and Wesson, and I think
there's no photo. There's no photo of me. You actually, yeah, there fucking is.
I've got it,
and it's got Shorty Blitz in it and iron braids and all them lot. Yeah. Okay, send me that photo. I'll put it here. That's a dope photo.
Fuck me, I don't know how I'm going to find that.
I'll find it somewhere.
I'll have to go log into iCloud.
I posted it somewhere, so I'll try and find it. But no, so Terminology and Tech made an album, and this is a track from that album featuring Freeway. It's called Hustler's Soul. Peace, party people.
Go to 109.
Yeah.
109, make your body wine.
Armshouse, your mum's house.
Got the funk soul, baby.
The graffiti podcast called Armshouse.
Hey,
your mum's house.
I dim the lights and let my mind drift. Pull me a shot and fire up a spliff. I take a pull and blow a smoke cloud. The studio is quiet, but the dope loud. Mahogany wood on the console, put a coaster under the glass. One Cuba keep my drink cold. I decipher reality from illusion. When my pen moving, we got a problem, Houston. My wife said that I'm too humble. Fuck that. Rumble, young man, rumble. Remember what's important when you're making moves. Honesty, integrity, and family too. The rolling white gold and the face is blue. We all who we are, so who the fuck is you? See, I'm the original brand of business. Y'all some watered down copyright infringements. My brother Minnesota sent us over pain, coughing up a lung off that new pack of Zooty Bang. No dilutants and you can't believe it.
This is nice.
My shit is pure and I guarantee it. We get that salary, people can't pay me hourly. If we collide, you got your pastor and Dr. Fuse. We in it cause we love it, y'all just in it cause you gotta be a sermon tech. We keep the furnace lit with that technology. We get that salary, people can't pay me hourly. If we collide, you got your will written out. I ain't in this cause I love it, you just in it trying to follow me. It's Termin Tech gon' crash the internet with that technology.
Who's that looking in my window? Blind. Put your soul in the clouds. The charismatic crime addict, work flipping, acrobatic, diabolical, diplomatic, chick magnet. She sat on my bed, it felt like an electric chair. Sent jolts through her whole body, you got her feeling naughty. I hop up, fill up my champagne glass, did a backflip, back on the bed, ready to splash. Now I'm at the Encore Casino with a bad thing. Sipping Chandon and Pinot, we on the block. Playing CeeLo Vecinos, flipping Perico, Terminology, Cadillo the Dawn. Adios mio, what they say when they see you in the jewels is hella frio. Ladies wanna be as BM and fellas, they wanna be them. This that futuristic pimp, get money music. Composition creator, cash counter, baby, it's all included. It's the money machine, menace and clean denim. Breathe venom to you slithery snakes, to hell I send them. Yeah.
Do you think I need to go and paint that yellow BR, bruv?